Spiritual evolution. Spiritual evolution takes place only when you think for yourself and take responsibility of your own life. If you rely on external authorities, if you rely on a book, if you rely on an authority which is not present, you rely on dead gurus, you would be misled. If you take responsibility, you may make mistakes, but you would learn spiritual lessons. Masses of people are converted. They belong to something. They follow blindly. They don't think. They don't question. If you practice blindly, you don't have power. You become mechanical. You rely on others. But you think for yourself, you have power within. Knowledge is superior than mechanical practice. Know what you are doing, why you are doing. Think everything, question everything. And this makes you evolve. You learn to think out of the box. You learn to be born again. And you will find new, enjoyable freedom in your search. So many things people don't question. For example, Hindus follow so many traditions. They go to temple, they bow down, they worship gods and goddesses. They don't know what gods means, what goddesses are. What is the purpose of ringing the bell? What is the purpose of prostration? They don't know. Muslims, they are allowed to have more than one wife. Why? If you really question, it was necessity. Muhammad saw that there were so many tribes fighting with each other. So many men were killed. There was surplus of women. So he allowed them to get married 3 times or so. But now it became tradition and they take their legal right to have 3 wives. Think about so many Hindu rituals, so many practices are done for scientific reason. Certain food is to be avoided because there was no refrigeration. So they recommended not to eat certain food. This way you question everything. If you practice yoga position, think why? What is the purpose? If you spend an hour or longer to take care of your body and align body, consider body is only a means. It is like a boat. If you pamper it and decorate it and don't use it, it will be waste of time. If you ignore it, it will fall apart. So we have to use body as a means. Same way, look at your real goal in life and look at all other things that help. People don't succeed because they don't have clarity. They don't know what they want, why they want. They are impulsive instead of visionary. They look at short-term gain and react. This is happening all around at individual level. So many people are impulsive. They buy for which they cannot pay in the future. Politicians hold on to the office just pleasing the people instead of thinking long term. If you think long term and maintain your control so you don't become impulsive, you gain a lot. Yoga teachers become impulsive. They get the degree they want to teach, but they forget the purpose of teaching is to nurture their own practice. But if you get preoccupied because everyone is teaching, teach. We should do everything with understanding and with joy If you do with understanding and joy, you always succeed. Suppression doesn't help. Indulgence doesn't help. One has to follow middle path. Middle path is very hard to determine. So to determine middle path, you have to have some experience of denial or suppression and some experience of indulgence. Then you know what middle path is. Middle path gives liberation. Lord Buddha was brought up in luxury, then he went into harsh austerity. But when he released and relaxed, he found middle path and he found kind of awakening. So awakening takes place when we are in balance. Instead of too much harsh discipline or too much indulgence. With awareness, we have freedom to enjoy everything in moderation. Jai Bhagwan.